Hey guys, it's Nomi here. Welcome back to my May bullet journal layout. Recently, I've been getting back into Vocaloid music covers, and so I decided to center my theme around Mafumafu, who is a Nico Nico singer and composer. Let's get into it. The first week of May only has 2 days, and so that means there's a lot of free room for me to draw around. I started off with my Sharpie fine point pen and outlined Mafumafu in traditional Japanese garment and a loose flowing robe. Then I shaded parts in using my Tombow N89. I colored in the outer robe with my Tombow N95 and added the folds and creases details with my Tombow N60. I drew in 2 circles as well, finishing off the first week. For the second week, I started out with 7 circle outlines and filled them in using my Le Pen 4100. Then I outlined a chibi Mafumafu and a Mafuteru with my black Sharpie fine point pen. I absolutely love Mafumafu's whole character concept. I'm 100% down for cat ears and cuteness. I used my Tombow 761 to draw a red ribbon around the Mafuteru and shaded using my Tombow N89. Then I go back and write in the weekday with my white Jelly Roll pen. I noticed the white ink shows up a lot more with the Le Pen 4100 than on my black Tombow pens, which is the reason why I use this pen for coloring in, even though it has a wide brush tip. I used a ruler to draw a dotted line and wrote in the dates. For the next week, I outlined boxes using my Sharpie pen again and filled in the edges for an edge bevel effect. Then I wrote out the weekdays in cursive. The white Jelly Roll pen is a good way to fix mistakes if you accidentally overextend a line too far. For the bottom of the page, I drew Mafumafu sitting in a teacup and eating pudding using my Sharpie pen and added shading with my Tombow N89. I've been binge watching a ton of his old videos on YouTube, and I really enjoy his collabs with other artists. So yeah, the pudding is a little Easter egg from the video where he and Amatsuki made a 100 serving size pudding. Moving on, I decided to do a grayscale vertical spectrum with shades of my Tombow pen. I started off with the darkest shade, the Tombow N15. The next one is Tombow N25, which is also pretty black. The third one is Tombow N45, and you can tell it's definitely more gray than black. After that, it's N60, which is sort of a blue-gray tone. N75, N95, and N89 are all pretty light, and ones I use for shading. Then, using a ruler, I draw a line down the middle and pen in the dates. Mafumafu also really likes Pokemon, and he also has a huge Pikachu plushie, and so I decided to draw Pikachu next to him and shade it in using my Tombow N89. Seriously though, he has all 1st gen and 2nd gen Pokemon cries all memorized, and honestly, that's a skill I didn't know existed, but I spent an hour of my life watching. For my full page spread, I decided to bring back the technique I used last month with my Voltron spread, which is the watercolor effect since I felt like it needed more color. I taped down extra paper on both sides and colored my array of Tombow markers onto a piece of plastic page protector. Then, using a spray bottle with water, I gently misted the plastic and pressed my bullet journal against it. I dried the page quickly using a hairdryer and repeated the process 2 more times, this time using my milk liner highlighters since there's more shade for a nice gradient effect. Then I used my Tombow 761 and drew a small circle-end line, continuing downwards using the Tombow 873, 553, and 623. Then I outlined my drawings and penned in the dates using my Sharpie pen. Did I mention I really like the Mafuteru design? It's just so simple and cute. May ends on Monday, so it's literally an entire page for one day. I drew a simple box using my Tombow N15 and drew a little mustache. I also had this mustache washi tape design, so it was perfect to add. For the rest of the page, I drew in a giant Mafumafu, along with his iconic black mustache face mask he wears during videos. I'm so sad the newer videos don't have English subtitles, so now I just look like an idiot sitting there and giggling pretending I know what's happening, when in reality I have no clue what anyone is saying. Don't judge me. For my expenses page, I drew Mafumafu at the bottom of the page singing. I also added in Kirby since he really likes Kirby and also has a ton of plushies in the background of his videos. And for good measure, I added in another Mafuteru because you can never have enough. I shaded it in using my Tombow N89 and added a few music notes. I taped the edges of the page with washi tape that reminded me of a barcode design, or at least the closest from the ones I owned. As always, I leave the cover page to do last, so let's flip back to finish it. I outlined with my Sharpie fine point pen and laid a piece of blank printer paper over it so I can trace it. Then I cut it out to create a template. I laid it over the silver foiled music cardstock to trace it. And then luckily, right before I started cutting, I realized I had to trace it backwards so the design would be facing the right way. Phew, crisis averted. I glued it down and it looks amazing. Then I just go back in and fill out the face mask with my Tombow N15 and shade everything in with my Tombow N95. Then all there's left to do is write in the month and dates. This is definitely a simpler cover page than the previous months, but I really like the simplicity. The silver foil is really eye-catching. And we're done with May. As always, I hope you guys enjoy watching my process and my fangirling. Seriously, check out Mafumafu if you haven't yet. He has an amazing voice, is a talented composer and performer, and his videos are hilarious. And of course, please remember to give my videos a thumbs up, leave a comment if you'd like, and hit that subscribe button for more content. Thanks for watching!